Hey everyone, this is day 5 of my series of Easy Sourdough Starter. And if this is the first video that you're seeing, then I want to welcome you to my channel. This is Carissa's Bread Basket. And I also want to say, if you would like to start at the beginning to find out where this journey started and how to get started with Sourdough Starter, I encourage you to go to that video. And if you're following me, then I say welcome to you too. Thank you for being a part of this, and I'm excited to see what you're going to learn and what we're going to learn together. I am still learning. I've been doing this for a little bit, right about a year, and so I'm still learning. There's tons of things to learn about sourdough, tons of different ways to do, just different recipes and all kinds of stuff. So, but today we're actually going to do our 4th feeding, and I'm really encouraged by what I'm seeing today. We've got lots of little bubbles. Yesterday, I wasn't exactly sure what was going on, but actually on day 3 and 4, and sometimes even day 5, it can slow down because things are just changing. New microorganisms are being added, and it's just changing. And so you may think, oh my goodness, I've ruined this. Just be patient and trust the process, because things are happening. And that's exciting. There's all kinds of little tiny bubbles in here. And so I'm encouraged by what I'm seeing today. We are about 2.5 cups. And so what I'm going to do is, and I've started doing it in this. If you've seen my first few videos, I didn't start by mixing in here, but I've just found out that I think it's better to do that. So that's why I've started doing that. I had mentioned that you have more dishes that way. Sometimes it's worth it. And right now that's how I feel. So I'm going to go ahead and start with our 4th feeding. So we got a cup of flour. I use whole wheat flour. I feel like it works the best. And then I have about 3/4 cup water, and I'm going to add most of it, but I am going to leave a little bit in the cup because I want to make sure that we've got the right ratio. I apologize for my voice. I don't know. I don't know if it's allergies. I'm not sure what's going on, but just a little hoarse. And so we're just going to stir this up. And we'll do our next feeding. I'm excited about Thursday. I encourage you to come back, because Thursday I'm actually going to be starting the process of baking my classic sourdough loaf. I'm going to show you how I do it. And I can't wait. It's going to be awesome. All right, so this is where we are. And not bad, actually. You want it to be like pancake batter. That is our goal. I think I like that. We're going to stick with that. And I barely have any left in the cup, so it's really, really close to 3/4 of a cup. So next thing we're going to do is we're going to add a cup of our bubbly sourdough starter, and then we'll mix it all together. When it gets really thin and it develops the hooch that I was talking about, that means that it's hungry. And what's going to be happening probably tomorrow, it's going to really start doubling, and we will be actually feeding every 12 hours instead of every 24 hours on Wednesday and Thursday. And then I am hoping we can use this starter to bake. It may not be ready, and that's okay. One thing about sourdough, you have to be patient. Sometimes you have to wait for it till it's ready, because if you get in too big of a hurry, then your bread's not going to turn out. And it's better to be patient than to rush the process, and then you won't have a good loaf of bread. So, all right, this is looking really, really good, actually. And then don't forget, we're going to discard, just throw it away. This is called discard. What we do whenever we feed our sourdough starter, then you're going to have extra discard, because you're just going to overflow with sourdough if you keep feeding, and don't discard some of that. But there's tons of recipes that you can use the discard for. And one of my favorite recipes is my soft sourdough loaf. And that is something that I will be doing in the next couple of weeks, is teaching you guys how to make that, and also my soft sourdough discard rolls. So look forward to that. And I want to tell you too, we're supposed to name our sourdough starter. So I think what I'm going to have you do is if you have any suggestions for this name, for a name for our starter, I encourage you to put that in the comments. I'm open to ideas because I haven't named it yet. And that is something that is kind of fun that you can do with your starter. The last starter that I had, I named it Absalom. So kind of fun. But yes, this looks amazing. So what I'll do again is I will rinse this out, throw this away, and then I will be pouring my freshly fed sourdough starter into my jar and letting it continue to grow and grow and grow. All right. I encourage you to like and share this video. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, I encourage you to do that. Carissa's Bread Basket. Thank you so much. I hope you guys have a great day.